guys, I'm Brian.
And I'm Terry.
Welcome back to another episode in our Forest to Farm series here on Survival Dispatch. Today we're going to take you guys through one of the bigger trees we cut down. We've cut down a ton of trees in between the videos you saw before and this one, but it's all a bunch of little trees. You don't want to watch all that. It gets boring.
Same thing over and over and over and over. I've watched some channels where they'll show you the same thing 30, 40 times in a row.
It's a mess, but this is a bigger tree we took down. It's about a 26, 28 inch tree. We've got a 20-inch bar, so I got to whittle back and forth a little bit.
Yeah.
And one thing to keep in mind is don't follow what I did in this video, because as you saw in our previous chainsaw safety series, you need chaps. I didn't have chaps at the time.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of things. We had a truck and a Husqvarna,
a chainsaw,
455 chainsaw, and we never owned a gas chainsaw in the past. All we had was an electric one, and that was one time. We just had never cut trees. We didn't have the gear, and we bought 20 acres. We were trying to build a couple houses. Yeah. Buying all kinds of equipment. And we were spending a lot of money. It seemed like we don't need chaps.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
You do. Yeah. Don't make that mistake.
Not long after this, we went out and got some, but you know, it's one of those things you gotta have. I didn't have it in this. I regret it. I hate even showing you this, but it was a good video, so we're gonna show you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shows cutting a tree down.
Yeah, it's a nice big tree. And then also we take you through carrying a tree with a Mini X, because there is a little bit of a form to it. And you know, we're saving some of the lumber for a sawmill we hopefully get, and that's what we're doing with this, is taking it back in the woods and stacking it up. So it's a pretty good video, I think.
Chainsaw, we were young with chainsaws.
Yes.
We were very new to Mini X and skid steer.
This was like the 5th time I'd driven it.
So you know, when you start using that type of equipment, you're going to be forward, left, right, up, down, tilt. You know, it's going to be one function at a time, and then you'll try to do 2 at a time, but it's not real smooth. As we progressed, it got to where I was coming out of this hole for a while there after I dumped some topsoil that I was storing, and it was like a slope. I was riding a wheelie up that hill, and
skid steer, not the Mini X. Mini X
don't go that fast. And going into the dirt, just and taking off. I mean, you really get good at it.
You get very fluid. It takes a lot of time to get there. We've been driving them for years now.
So these early videos were pretty choppy.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoy this. We'll catch you on the flip side. Ready? Nice chunk of wood there. You ready? I always put a line around the trees so that I just know where my center of my face cut is, so I make sure I'm cutting above it. Here we go! Get the wedge in so it don't sit back on me, and pinch my saw blade. Coming your way! That one made a bit of a thud. Well, as you can see, tree didn't go exactly where I wanted. It landed on a stump, so it's not the best situation, but it will work. We're gonna measure it off, mark it every 14 feet for the storage for the sawmill, and hopefully one of these days we're gonna turn this into a barn.
It's not hopefully, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be a while yet, but we're getting there.
Okay, I'm on my mark.
All right, so I'm just taking this little saw, and at 14 feet, giving him a cut line.
Check the other side here and see if my blade's coming through, which it's not. I've got a 20-inch bar and this tree is about 23, 24. So you have to go back and forth sometimes. Whittling back and forth. Yep. And there we go. Well, this is a potentially dangerous situation with it being on the stump like this, so we're going to cut this, let that drop off, and then finish cutting this up.
You want to undercut it first?
Yeah, I'll undercut it.
A little bit. And that was a very dangerous situation. However, he had a stump there, so that log couldn't drop on his feet. He's behind
real worry
and there's a stump right here where it couldn't roll this way, so we were in a safe position.
My only real worry was this potentially rolling back on me, so I was watching that very closely. All right, let's finish up. It's not super fast, but gets the job done really well. And it's a lot less work on your body. All you're doing is moving joysticks and foot pedals all day instead of climbing in and out of that skid steer. I'm hands-free right now. Okay, you want to get pretty close? We always drop the blade. That way, holds you up. You're not going to rock around too bad. Now here is the thumb. When I extend this bucket out, I open the bucket all the way. Now the thumb is controlled with a separate switch by auxiliary power or auxiliary hydraulics. It comes down, we'll clamp, and I roll the log into it, and it'll pick it right up. So I'll show you that now. And there we go. Okay, now I'm going to raise my blade up. See, it drops me quite a bit because of all that weight. I'm going to rock it back towards me to shift my weight, keep it more towards the center. Even with the new trail we cut, we still have a little bit of zigzagging to do because we didn't want to take out this poplar to my left. So great thing about this thing is I just twist on the axis, twist back, and we didn't want to take this pine out yet. So again, I twist on the axis, and as I pass it, I twist back. It's so easy to operate. And now, where Dad's backing down with the camera right now, it is a slight downhill. I found out the first time I went, it gets real tipsy. So, if I keep all my weight forward, I can back down in there with no problem. And just take it slow and easy. Don't rush it. When you rush things like this, it's when accidents happen. Then we go back. Now I'm going to drive right into where our runners are. I'm going to lower my blade, prop myself up, and start extending the bucket out. And I can literally place the log right where I want it. When I get it where I want it, open up, and it drops right in.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, be smart. Go out and get the proper safety gear. Don't start out running around like we did with...
Don't go all willy-nilly. It's not worth it.
With no chaps. And we did have you had a helmet, you know.
Yeah.
And that
Dad had an old school hard hat.
Yeah, and it really was useless. I think you smacked me in the head with it a couple times.
Time or two I hit him with that on his head.
At least I had a hard hat on.
Yeah.
But, you know, and those goggles really pay off when you pull them down.
Yeah,
you didn't have them down.
Yeah, well, I was getting used to the helmet. It was all new, so learning experience.
Yeah, definitely. But take care of yourself. It's not worth life or limb. Really
no,
not.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up for a like. Hit that subscribe button below. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified when new videos come out. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Have a good one, guys.
See you next time.